Greetings, solo gamers. Welcome to Table Talk. I'm your host, Solitarius. This is the internet's only show in which I ramble incoherently into the ether about board games that I've been playing recently and give you, dear listener, my unsolicited opinions. What have I been playing? I've been playing Kinfire Delve, Vainglory's Grotto, designed by Kevin Wilson and published by Incredible Dream. Kinfire Delve is a card and dice game. I got this about the same time that I got 20 Strong, which is another card and dice game. I've been playing them both. I don't think I played either one enough to come to a firm opinion. I might right now like this one a little bit more because I feel like the card play is a little bit more rich, whereas 20 Strong, it's more of just a pure dice game where you're really just trying to push your luck rolling dice. While this one involves some push your luck elements in it, has some creative card play. It has some dual powered cards where you can use them on your turn or you can use them on your ally's turn. So Kinfire Delve is a 1 to 2 player game only. It does have a true solo mode, which I found a little bit lacking, not because it didn't work mechanically, but because the two heroes in this game, I don't know if they have their names here. There's the two heroes in this game. Who are the heroes in this game? I don't have these cards organized or anything. Why would I rehearse? Why would I rehearse before recording something? So it's got so there are two heroes. I don't know if you can see these. There's what's her name? There's Asha of Billbrook. And look at this artwork. I mean, check that out. It's fantastic. And Core is kind of like the tank. He can block a lot of damage. Asha is more like, I guess, like a thief, more stealthy. They come into focus. Anyway, the artwork is gorgeous. The cards are nice. It's fun to play. You don't see all the cards every game. Even though you only are limited to one villain and two heroes. I played it 5 or 6 times so far. Hasn't gotten old yet. It's a really great little game if you can find it. It's not really easily available. I think you can buy it online from Incredible Dream, but it's like $20. And I think there's another set coming out, so you can play 1 to 4 player or just mix and match the heroes. I've just been playing it two-handed, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. All right, what else have I been playing? Oh, I've been playing Unboxed. I played one game of Unboxed by Jordan Sorensen, published by Wizkids Games. Unboxed was fun. Is a game that I would probably play with kids. It's the best way to describe it is let's say you're having a game night and you bring a game, but you haven't played that game for years and years and years, and you thought you remembered how to play it, and the rule book is missing, and all you have is the player aids to try to remember how to teach the game. That's what this game is. You're trying to be an archaeologist, you have just pieces of a game and you're looking at them, trying to figure out the rules and having to answer stuff. It's a little bit like maybe like an escape room game where you're playing through 10 scenarios, but it's also a game of discovery, a little bit like maybe like a mystery game that you're trying to solve. It's a really fascinating game. I played scenario number 4, I think it was, which was fun. It was like a little, I won't spoil anything, but it was a little game that was kind of similar to other games, but was kind of fun. I don't know that I would get a lot of play with an adult game group, but maybe playing this with kids, you could figure the rules out, maybe even help kids, maybe even play it after you've played it through, help like kind of GM like some kids learning the games. Then you have 10 games that you can play with a younger crowd, or with a very that are very, very light. So maybe with people who don't normally play board games, this could be an activity that would be fun to do. But that one completely flew under my radar. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire is actually the one who introduced me to it. And it's fun. I kind of dig it. I liked it more than I thought I would. So what else have I been playing? Oh, I've been playing. All right, I'm probably going to do a full review of this. So I'm not going to say a whole lot. I've been playing Prime Minister by Paul Hellyer. GMT Games, came out just at the end of this year. I picked it up over Christmas break. It is filet mignon of GMT's recent attempt to appeal to a broader audience than just the wargame crowd. This is a fun game. It reminds me actually a lot of this game back here, and if you can see it back here, I have Obsession back here on the shelf. It's set in Victorian England, and you are playing one of the various prime ministers from that era, or you're playing the opposition. You're playing either as a conservative, as a liberal, and you are trying to pass your agenda. And the whole game is really based around elections. You have all your electorate, and you're moving up and down these tracks, and depending on where you end up on the tracks, it depends on how popular you are, what your election outputs are looking like. There's very little luck. There's one deck, kind of like Gloomhaven style. There's one single deck of uncertainty. So you flip a card before an election or before something happens. And other than that, it's almost deterministic, where you can see what the effects of your decisions are going to be. There is some random card flipping. You draw bills that sometimes work for you and sometimes work against you. You're trying to manage how many moderates you have. You can try to schmooze some moderates into being more liberal, or some liberals into maybe voting more moderate for your bills. It's a very clever game. You can make deals with people. Here, here's why I'm excited about this game in a nutshell. It is a historical, thematic Euro game that involves negotiation, backstabbing, and it has a solo mode that actually works. It's a negotiation game that you can play solo with a simple bot that does not, I repeat, it does not have a flowchart. It has one card with some actions on it. It fires. Well, okay, I guess it's a flowchart. I lied. It has has the world's tiniest flowchart. You can execute the AI turn super fast. You can actually predict what they're going to happen. You have a lot of certainty with that. So, but sometimes the AI is just going to hit you, and there's nothing you can do about it. There are, I mean, the last game I played of this. Here's why I like this game. The last game I played with this, the goal is to get to 100 points. I squeaked by at 100 points. I was super unpopular. I was going to lose the next election by a landslide. I snubbed the queen. I was invited to a royal wedding. I didn't even show up. I lost all my favor with the queen. There was a riot in Ireland that I squelched by adopting an Irish child, and I made the foolish mistake of showing up to Parliament in the wrong tie. It's just such a fun, thematic, wild game. It tells a fantastic story. And I'm sure that the GMT crowd is already aware of this game. I'm sure it's already gotten a lot of play at wargaming and historical gaming conventions, but this needs to be something that somebody that really enjoys thematic Euros, that play solo, that give you a different kind of experience. This is going to be one that you're going to want to check out. Oh, what else have I been playing? You know what the world needs? It needs another Marvel United expansion, right? I got Marvel United, Spider-Geddon. All right, the only reason I bought Spider-Geddon was because I heard it had a new, it's called Commander, I think, a new Commander solo mode that I really wanted to try out. And I opened it up, and it had all these unfamiliar Spider-Man characters, because I have not seen the Into the Spider-Verse movies. I haven't been keeping up with it. But I set it up. I tried the new mode. The new mode is really interesting. It has you playing as one hero, which a lot of people like. A lot of people like just focusing in on one character. You can pretend to be that character, and you can build a deck of allies. So you're only moving your piece around the board, but you have a deck of allies that you can actually build. You can take 3 special cards from up to for I think it's 4 or 5 different heroes. It's crazy. So you're using all their special ability cards, all the cards with special text on it. So you're really getting the good powers, like really interesting powers, and you can kind of build. So you can look at the villain, and you can build your support for your hero to try to fill in the gaps where they might be weak. It's really interesting. I don't know how balanced it is. Spoiler alert for my review. Some villains I had a really tight match. Other villains I got smashed. Some villains I just couldn't control the board state, only having one person going around. Although some villains were super easy, because I could look ahead to see what was going to be challenging about that villain and just build this deck using heroes from other sets. Like I broke open my my X-Men set, and I played with some X-Men. It was really fascinating. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Like I'm not sure that it's better than playing just multi-hand, but it is an interesting alternative. The big bummer about it is as soon as I opened it and read the rules, I realized I've already got the X-Men set. I could have just played this with X-Men. If you got the X-Men cards, just look up the rules to Spider-Geddon, look up this Commander Solo rules, and just try it out to see if you like it. You don't actually have to buy the Spider-Man stuff if you're not into it. What else? What else have I been playing? I played Deliverance. Deliverance by Andrew Loewen and published by Loewen Games, I think it is. I played this at a friend's house. I played a friend's copy. He had the acrylic standees. It was a beautiful game. We played one skirmish mode. He warned me that it was going to be very hard, and it was very hard. We got slapped around. In Deliverance, we're playing angels, and we're fighting demons. But anyway, Deliverance is a Christian game, but the Christian theme is pretty thin. At least the part that I played, just a skirmish. It's just you're playing angels. The angel minis are really cool, and the acrylics are cool. You're playing demons. We think we played Baal and again with some unclean spirits, and there's some imps there, which I don't think is like a Christian thing. The game was interesting. We got slapped around, but I think it was because of the setup. The setup. What's interesting about the game is it is very, very deterministic. There is almost you can really almost plan a few turns ahead because you have so much open knowledge. There's a couple of card decks that you flip over that you don't have perfect knowledge of, but you know that they're all going to be beneficial. And you plan, you have your fixed movement and you have fixed damage. And so a lot of it was like, well, I'm going to move here and then I'm going to spend 2 actions to do 8 damage and to kill this boss. There's no, very little shield and blocking going on. So you know your hits are going to go through. It did create some moments where I was just surrounded by guys. I looked at my health. I looked at what they could hit me for. I looked at how they were going to activate. I looked at my options and realized, should I just lay my character over right now, because in like 2 turns I'm going to be dead before I get to activate. We played it out anyway, but it played out exactly. There really wasn't any way to fix it. There's really no ability unless you plan for it. There's no ability to have a last minute Leroy Jenkins moment where you're just like, I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna take you all out with me. There's nothing that, because if you're out of options, you're just out of options, because it's very deterministic. There's part of me that does have a thing for efficiency puzzles and for especially putting like a fantasy theme or a dungeon crawler theme on an efficiency puzzle. I do find dungeon crawlers that are mechanically crunchy to be more interesting than ones that are just a die luck fest, in which it's just a narrative to develop. So I am going to try that one again. I did get that game in a trade, so it should be coming into my collection soon. I'm excited to welcome that one and give it a try. I might even try the campaign, which I know the campaign, I might actually play a campaign, maybe even, dare I say it, finish a campaign. We'll see. I just cannot finish campaign games. Every campaign game looks delicious and wonderful and fun and deep, and I can't wait to start building a character, but then I never finish it. It's just I can't play campaign games. What else have I been playing? Well, I've got on my table right now, I've got this enormous box. I've got Castles of Burgundy, the special edition put out by Awaken Games. I got my pledge a little while ago. I just haven't played it. So it's been sitting around for months. I play Castles of Burgundy all the time on my phone. I've played the old versions of the game. It's nice. I originally got it because I wanted a nice copy of it. My friends and I had been playing it a little bit at one of our game groups, and we kind of enjoyed it, but the pieces weren't really functional. I think we got like the 2019 Alea special edition that's actually kind of junk. So I backed this one, and it's good. I just don't know that it's gonna be. It's really big. I don't know if I want to take this box to a game night, and I don't know that Castles of Burgundy is going to be a game that I want to solo. I don't know. I'm gonna try the solo out. It's just that I have the app, and the app is super easy to play, and I don't know that I need a huge beast to set up just to get a kind of like a medium, to get a medium weight Euro experience. But I'm willing to try it. I also haven't heard a lot of buzz about it, which is making me a little nervous. Like, I haven't heard a lot of people talking about how much they love playing Castles of Burgundy solo. So I did get over the break. I did get Astronight's Eternity. Astronight's Eternity is for a sequel to Astronauts, which is a re-implementation of Aeon's End. It's a cooperative deck builder. You're playing against these astronauts, these heroes who are trying to defend a planet that's being invaded by some kind of monster, and you're trying to defend your planet from the monster. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very light. It's like a boss battler kind of thing. It's also has a little bit of like an LCG vibe, but it's also a deck builder. So it's a lot of fun. It's not a huge change to the formula. This one includes a four chapter campaign, another campaign that I hopefully I can do 4 chapters. So I've actually done 2 of the 4 chapters, so I'm so proud of myself, 50% through a campaign. Yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing the 4 chapters, and I guess you can actually make it gives you the tools to make a campaign, like to customize a campaign out of the villains that you have. So I'm glad I backed this one. I feel like this time around they give you a lot more content. Astronauts Eternity might be where I recommend you start with the Astronauts line, or even the Aeon's End line. I think that this is just more streamlined and fun. Aeon's End is a little deeper, but it's also a little bit more tedious to set up and tear down. This game, one thing I do like about it is I can play 2 or 3 games in a row, and I'm not going through a ton of laborious tear down and setup. So that's that is another game I've been playing recently. I think I played this one the last couple weeks. I've fallen hard for this game. I love it. I like this game so much. I think it's replaced some games for me. Like I think Street Masters and Hour of Need and those Blacklist games that I have, I think this just replaces them. The only thing that I don't like about this game is I want more of it. That is its main flaw. Oh, it might not be balanced with all heroes. Like some heroes are a little bit easier to play with than others, but this game it turns the unmatched system into a cooperative game. Comes with 2 villains. You're playing against the villain and minions. The minions change the game. Each villain is trying to accomplish a different objective, and you're trying to stop them in different ways. Gets rid of a lot of the procedural stuff that happens in these skirmish type games. When I first looked into this game, it seemed like the gameplay might be a little shallow, but after playing it, it's just so silky smooth. It is just fun, fun, fun. If I were to make a list of some of the best games that I played last year, this would be up there. This would be top 5, maybe a top 3. This is just a fantastic game. And I think that's it. That's what I've been playing. So if you like what you've seen, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and do all that YouTube stuff. And until next time, solo gamers, keep on solo gaming.